Hey guys, what is up? It is Zeao here, and I had to do this twice because of issues. But anyways, before we start, you guys be sure to leave a like, comment, splash to next in this video. Now I'm not sure if it's going to be a long video or not, but if it is, please enjoy the video, relax, have popcorn, whatever you do, and enjoy the video. Now in today's video, guys, we are talking and discussing about OP Factions Season 7. Now the Season 7 update includes F rename, which basically allows you to rename your items, or not rename your items, sorry, F rename, which basically allows you to rename your faction, slash warp, new completely recustomized UI, which allows you to, select a warp. We've removed slash spawn, slash never, slash end, slash wild. We removed all that and we just put it all in one, all combined with slash warp. Throwable TNT is not optional, it's now optional, it's meant to say. Basically meaning that TNT, throwable TNT, you can actually get from the shop, so it doesn't actually have to be from default throwable TNT. You can either get it from throwable TNT, or you can get normal TNT, which I'll be showing you in this video. Now, third party update, which includes, allows you to, what basically means, third party is basically just an update where it will act like a vote party now, which is pretty insane indeed, which I'm going to show you in this video. And then chunk spawners, which basically, as I previously explained, yes, we're going to be adding chunk spawners into the server, which is pretty cool, Season 7. And in your auction house chest GUI, which I'm going to show you in this video also. Now, first thing, we're going to go back all the way to F rename. Now, obviously, F rename allows you to rename your faction. So we do so at the moment, as you can see, it says test 99, which is our faction name. So yeah, and do F rename, which is a brand new command, which allows you to rename your faction. So as a faction rename, you can 1 minute, I've got a DM. Okay, never mind. You can now rename your faction without the need of deleting the faction. However, since this feature is new, there may be bugs when transforming data to the new faction. Allies at the moment, however, won't transfer to the new faction name. We are working on this. So it does specify we're working on it. So we do test on that, which is basically what the old faction name is. Obviously, the previous faction name that you want to change it from, like to change faction from. And then your new faction name, which basically allows you to change your name to whatever you want as a new faction. So new faction, so when it gets to your new faction name, it basically means you can rename your faction to that name. The old faction name, which basically means your faction that was currently used before you renamed it to whatever you wanted to in the first place. Now we do 100 as an example, and then this will come up. So it will say, since, wait 1 minute, okay. So since this feature is currently in beta, there can be unexpected bugs. Renaming your faction to test 100 will allow you to keep your data stored without the need of deleting your faction data. However, bugs can ruin this at any time. It's temperamental and can break if you use it incorrectly. Are you sure you want to rename your faction? Now, the temperamental part is referring to the allies. I should be more specific, but now I'm just letting you know it is to do with allies. It's basically referring to allies. Because at the moment, as you might have noticed, allies are currently bugged with transferring, so it might not transfer as it should. But we are working on fixing this hopefully in the near future or soon. But if you want to rename your faction and want to still go ahead, click yes, please rename my faction. If you don't want to go ahead, click no, I don't want to rename your faction. When you click no, it won't do anything. It will just not work. But if it says yes, please rename my faction, it will obviously transfer your faction to the new data of the faction, as we're going to do now. So as you can see, it says test 100 now. At the moment, obviously the feature where the message comes up, it actually hasn't happened yet because we haven't implemented that. We're going to implement it soon just to let people know that it is successful in the transfer. So yeah, it's pretty cool. I keep forgetting it doesn't clear mobs when I do that. There we go. So yeah, that's one way out of the way. Now the next thing is slash warp. Now as you can see, if we do slash warp, oh wait, how many? Okay, 2 hours. Okay. As you can see, if you go, okay, 1 minute. Let's see if this works. Okay, good, that works. But as you can see, This is the new warp selection. Now we have removed /spawn, /end, /never, /wild, and we've combined it into /warp, which is pretty cool indeed. So if you want to teleport somewhere, do /warp, and then it will come up with this warp selection. Select a warp to teleport to /view. Now obviously when it says view, it's referring to rules at the moment. So you can go to never, which is teleport. You can go to ender, which is teleport. You can go to rules, which is view, and you can go to wild, teleport, and then spawn, teleport. Now the thing I like about this is it actually tells you whether it's a teleport type or it's a view type. Now the view type basically means you can view that specific specific feature or rules, and then teleport, which basically means you can teleport to a warp. So rules will be a warp. Well, it's a warp, but it's not teleportation, if that makes sense. It's kind of hard to explain, but that's how it is. But if you want to do, obviously spawn has been removed. I know a lot of people are going to not get used to this because obviously spawn was a factual thing of factions. But if you guys are wondering how to do it, there it is. /warp, and you'll see this. Now if you do this, it will teleport you to spawn. Now I didn't want that to happen, so I'm gonna wait, and I did that. But that is /warp. Now the next thing on my list is throwable TNT. Now, as I've briefly mentioned, the throwable TNT before in Season 6 was required. There was no way of getting placeable TNT, just throwable TNT. Now, I have looked at some of your suggestions regarding this, and I have made it optional now. So you no longer have to throw TNT anymore. If you want to, you can. I mean, it could be used as trolling or killing players. That's your doing. But obviously, if you want to place TNT down, you can just place it down. Now I'm going to show you how you get it now. I'm going to do /shop, and then you put your link Zeao, where is the TNT and the throwable TNT. Now the throwable TNT is basically the same location as TNT, so it's nothing changed from there. So throwable TNT will cost $4,000 just because of how OP it is. It can kill players. If you put it to 100, it's going to cause a lot of issues. But if you do TNT normally, it will cost $2,000. Obviously, you can buy that. So TNT, well, it'll be placeable TNT and then throwable TNT. So I might put this as placeable so people know which one's the difference of which. Well, that's basically how you get throwable TNT now instead of having to, just make it default. Which is pretty cool indeed. So yeah, that's throwable TNT. And then obviously another one, vote party update. Now as you may, well actually I haven't really announced much about this because I just thought I'd wait. I've announced some of the stuff, but I haven't announced it to everyone from publicly yet. But I have made it so well I've just basically made vote party a more easier and more stable and more reliable and also more dedicated into its time and made it more of a vote party type. Now what I mean by this, guys, is instead of vote party having just once and that's it every whatever day it is, depending on how if you get 50 votes, it will now happen so when it gets to 0, it will happen for 30 seconds instead of just 1 second and that's it before the vote party ends. So that's actually acting like a vote party now, which is pretty cool. Maybe in the near future we might implement a way so it would happen at spawn or specifically somewhere else, but we're not 100% sure if that's going to happen yet. Maybe in the near future, maybe sometime, who knows. So I'm going to show you how it works. Now obviously I made a command, obviously no one can use but me and Divi or whoever has perms, but obviously this command won't be a thing for much longer because I'm going to remove it because obviously it's going to be abused, people start using it. But it is called /vote VP test. Now that will test the vote party at its finest. So good, it will say vote party is in 6 seconds. So that I made it like that so it's easier for us to test the vote party to make sure it's working as it should. But obviously I might remove it if we don't need it for public release. And also, guys, at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you when a release of factions is and the release of prisons. Now, yes, that's what you've been waiting for, right, guys? That's all you've been waiting for, the release and the features. Obviously, we're going to have to wait 30 seconds from now. I told you. So, yeah, it's pretty cool indeed. 19 seconds. I just love counting the seconds. Okay, 10 seconds. and then I'll show you how it works. Now you're probably gonna notice a lot of changes regarding vote party and how it works in a second right now. So now when it starts, it'll say vote party has started, which in my opinion it is pretty cool indeed. And then now obviously you can see vote party is happening and it will last 30 seconds. Once 30 seconds is over, it will end the vote party. Now I did this because obviously a lot of people were complaining that vote party was rigged and that people didn't get the stuff that they would have got. They just got nothing basically. But now I've made it so people actually get something now, whether it's 1 second, 2 seconds, or even longer. People can still get it. It's literally impossible to get it now, or unless you're very unlucky. But that's that's unlikely. Anyway, vote party has ended, as you can see. So yeah, it will actually just tell you now when the vote party has ended. So that's kind of what I've changed. Now at the moment the items are the same as it is. I may change that soon. Who knows? But yeah, it's pretty cool indeed. And now the next thing I'm going to show you is chunked spawners. Now while we're here, we're going to show you chunked spawners. Now as you probably can notice, these spawners are not chunked. Anyone who wonders why that is? Well, apparently the developer made it so so you can click. I don't know if that's meant to happen, but you can reduce the stack count, and then that will give you the actual mob spawner within the spawner. And you can place it down, and then if you place more than one of that the same spawner, it will stack. So I'm going to show you an example right here. Obviously, we're going to clear all these out. We don't need these. Obviously, I need food just in case, but that's about it. Now, as you can see, I believe those are either creeper or villager spawners. I can't tell because I did 1.8 update. But we do that, and then boom, and then do that, and then boom. You can actually reduce the stack count, which is pretty cool. Oh, the two different spawners, I believe. Okay, let's try and let's do give our 52. So we do boom, boom, and then we do. This is just an example, guys. Don't think I'm cheating. But if we do this, and you go boom, and boom. Okay, good. Now it comes up as 2 spawner. Now, as you can see, these spawners are exactly the same type, same spawner, same eggs and stuff. And then when you place it down, it will now stack of the 4 chunk radius. Or it's actually a chunk radius, I believe. I'm not sure. But now it stacks, and then you can reduce stack, or you can keep it as is. And when you reduce stack, it'll actually get rid of the stack, like so. Which is pretty cool indeed. I like it myself. I actually love this update. It is pretty cool. It should reduce a lot of lag on the server. I know I keep saying this, but hopefully it's going to reduce a lot of lag. I mean, at the moment I haven't experienced any lag, and usually if there was like back in season 6 there would have been some lag even with one player on, but now this doesn't seem to be much. So hopefully that kind of fixes it, but who knows? We'll never find out until release, I guess. But yeah, that's the chunk spawners. And then last but not least, guys, I believe that's last but not least, we've got auction house gesture UI. Now you're probably wondering, Zeao, what are you talking about? What is this? What is this? What is this? Well, let's just say, well, actually, let's put it this way. So, like why they're not stacking, I have no idea. Actually, let me just test something when I'm at it. Okay. Okay, I don't even know why it's not working. Question mark. Okay, that must be some sort of glitch. I don't know. Unless you have to do it. Okay, maybe I have to do that first. I don't know. But last but not least is auction house gesture UI. Now I have completely revamped the gesture UI thanks to one of the private developers that actually gave us this plugin. I'm not going to name who it is due to security reasons, but it gave us a plugin which is the auction house gesture UI. And now if we do /AH, as we use auction house upgraded. Now this will show up. So you can auction. You currently have 0 out of 5 auctions. So I think the max is like 5 auctions or something. Just just no one can abuse it. How to sell, hold an item and type /AH sell price. That actually shows you how to sell things, which is pretty cool. I wish you could actually make it so. Oh wait, weird. Okay, maybe I don't know if you can or not. Well, I guess I lost my actually let me see if that's a glitch. Apparently I've got working Discord and it's very annoying, but I'm gonna have to try and remove that very soon. 6 seconds. Okay. I guess it removes your item. But make sure not to do that, guys, because it will remove your item, which I'm going to fix very soon. But if you do, alright, say if you want to, okay, so if you do slash kit, these kits, I don't know what there's, I haven't checked them yet. You know what, actually, I'm going to give myself 130, and then, actually, 54, and then 5. Let me see what this gives you. That doesn't give you anything, 54, 4. Right, maybe that, wait. Okay, no, let's not. Let's do just kit, and then 3 kits. Let's do starter. Okay, so obviously it gives you starter stuff. But yeah, so let's see if we can sell starter stuff. So we do age sell, and you can do price from minimum to range to maximum. So if we do that, I don't know when it works, but so you successfully added starter sword times 1 for 1,000 on auction. So we do slash AH, we'll actually say so now. Which is pretty cool indeed. We'll actually say the item, the seller, the price, the expiration, 1 day, sharpness 5, unbreaking 5, which is pretty cool indeed. Now if you wanna, I don't know how you get it off. I believe it's I'm trying to think, boys. But there should be a way. Oh, you can do that, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's the way to get. Okay, maybe that is. Okay, so I guess you just take it out of the auction house and then it works. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But anyway, anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Oh, sorry guys, I'm really sorry. One more thing, I did forget to do this. But obviously now I'm going to show you the release of OP Factions and OP Prisoners. Now again, this is not confirmed, so please don't blame me if I'm wrong. But as far as the estimation goes, for OP Factions, I'm hopefully going to release it either tomorrow or next week. Now, the good thing about it is we've almost done with the updates on Factions. Obviously, Factions is such, well, no, it's not a short update, but it's just an easy update to work on than Prisons. Now, that's why Prisons is currently taking a while, because Prisons, as you might have noticed, can be more harder than Factions to work on. And now I'm not saying I don't want to work on it. I'm just saying it can be hard to work on, which is why it's taking longer than it should. But OP Prisons should be released, I believe, in about a few weeks, maybe, depending on when me and Divvy start working on it again. But guys, the awesome features that you're gonna have in Prisons are like insane. Like, it's just insane, guys. It's just honestly insane, guys. I really hope you guys do enjoy the servers, network, or the specific server in general. But yeah, it's gonna have tokens. It's gonna have custom enchants. It's just gonna be awesome, guys. It's gonna have an awesome time. Maybe some events. We're gonna try and add some treasure hunt events on Prisons, hosted by either one of the owners, which will be pretty cool indeed. But I'm not gonna spoil anything else. I might do a full a full spoiler of Prisons season 4 very soon. Now it's gonna be such a big update, guys. But I really hope, me and the staff team really hope you do enjoy your day, and I hope you guys are hyped for all the features or futures to come. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Have an awesome day. Leave a like, and I will see you guys very soon. And peace.